Don't you love when you make an entire video and then you have to redo it because of audio issues? Me too. Okay, yeah, I am back. Welcome back to the INT podcast. It is just me, and as you can tell by the title of the video, what I have right here, I'm going to be ranking every single quarterback, all 32 of them. All 32 of them, Tim, right here, right now. Okay, let's do this. Number 32 is Cam Newton. When he came to Carolina, I thought he was going to be an upgrade to Sam Darnold and PJ Walker. I think we could all tell he wasn't. He showed potential, but his throwing ability was not great. Sadly, it was really rough to watch Cam Newton attempt to play football. I'm sorry to say that, but it was. It really was. And I really hope to see him do well. But right now, I think the Panthers need to move on, get a quarterback. 31 is Tayson Hill. When you have a tight end at QB, do you think he's going to be great? Absolutely not. Tayson Hill is a tight end, if you didn't know. He was drafted as a tight end. And here he is, really struggling as a QB as the same. But I'm betting New Orleans fans are excited to get Jameis back next season because he was actually looking solid, but Tayson Hill did not. He had rushing upside, but just like Cam Newton, the passing was. At 30 is Zach Wilson. He showed development. He didn't have a great touchdown interception ratio. He also played on the Jets, though. But he definitely showed growth at the QB. He looked better as the season progressed, but still not great. Maybe he'll develop into a great QB, but let's see. At 29 is Daniel Jones. 2 reasons behind this. 1, he got hurt. 2, it's Daniel Jones. End the story, we can move. At 28 is Trevor Lawrence. He was like Zach Wilson. He showed growth, but it was better, in my opinion. And he was better throughout the season. So yeah, that's why he's at 28. He showed growth and development. I hope he becomes a great quarterback, just like all the scouts said he would be. 27 is Big Ben. Before you come at me and say he took his team to the playoffs, he did not. One of the best defenses in the league took that team to the playoffs. Look at most of their wins, and most of their wins are low-scoring games. Oh yeah, also Najee. Can't forget about him. But yeah, Big Ben was not great this season. He looked like a statue in the pocket, and him throwing the ball deep was really bad. At 26, it's Teddy Bridgewater. They needed this guy to elevate the Broncos. He was better than Drew Lock. We didn't elevate them. I think the Broncos actually need to go out and get a quarterback. Maybe Rodgers, Watson, just somebody who can elevate this team and take them to the playoffs and help them reach their potential. At 25 is Garoppolo, another QB that took the team to the playoffs in the bottom 10. But I didn't think he played all that great. He made a lot of mistakes. He threw a lot of interceptions. I think Trey Lance should be. Here's the thing. When I look at the Niners, you look here, you have a quarterback who's never played in a playoff game. You have a guy who's taking the Super Bowl. I think I would start the guy who's been in the playoffs, but I think I would move on from him next season and go to Trey Lance. At 24 is Taylor Heineke. After coming in for the injured Ryan Fitzpatrick for the entire season was really brave of him. Yeah, I have to cut on some slack. He played for Washington, who were a big letdown this season. I wasn't too high on them, but a lot of people were. I thought Dallas owned that division, and was I right? I know I wasn't recording at the time of him doing this, so I can't prove it unless you want it. I know Tyler knows that I said that, but yeah. Heineke, he played solid. He had some solid games, but also had some really bad games, including that one where he got beat down by the Cowboys. At 23 is Justin Fields. He shows flashes with his rushing ability and some occasional good passes, but other than that, it hasn't been great. I think he does have the highest ceiling out of any rookie quarterback. But yeah, I'm excited to see what he does. At 22 is Baker Mayfield. When you have that loaded of a roster, you can't take him to the playoffs. You put up horrible production. You have an absolute down year. This is what you get. You get Baker Mayfield. Now he's demanding a trade from Cleveland. Don't know where he's going to go, but yeah. Going to take that team to the playoffs. It's going to be interesting to see what he does for other teams. Number 21 is one of my hotter takes, Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff is not as bad as people say he is. Yeah, he's no Matt Stafford, but that's kind of why they traded for Matt Stafford. Jared Goff showed some great games. He was, in all 3 of their wins, Jared Goff was fantastic production. He was really good. And then not just in those games, he had a lot of other good games. his team was just not good. Maybe if the Lions, I don't think the Lions should focus on him. This guy is pretty good. Not pretty good. He's average. He can take you to the playoffs if you build around him. Build around him. Don't take a quarterback. This draft is not great for QBs. At 20 is Mac Jones. I know. Tua's not here yet. You're going to see him in a second. I think Mac Jones put in such a perfect system. He gets carried by a run game in the top 5 defense with the top 5 O-line. Makes it really easy on him. Also, when you have the best head coach of all time. It makes it really easy on Mac Jones. So, yeah. I am going to put Mac Jones at 20. He can definitely go up, but I think you can see Ryan. And 19 is Tua Tagovailoa, Tua turn the ball over, whatever you want to call him. I personally call him Tua Tagovailoa because name. But yeah, Tua is a below average QB, but better than Mac, in my opinion. Tua's got a much worse system with a much worse team. The only thing Tua has going for him is a better receiving core. Chia may help a quarterback, but in the grand scheme of things, Tua has a horrible O-line. He's got no run game to lean back on. And I guess he's got a defense, but I'd still take the Patriots defense over our defense. So just, you call me a biased Dolphins fan if you want. Tua. Number 18, another hot take of mine, David Mills, best quarterback. He had good production. I don't think enough people watch Texans game. I didn't watch Texans game, but I did keep up Davis Mills. He was a solid quarterback. And I think with the system he was put in, on one of the worst rosters, with like no help whatsoever, he did great. Had great production, had consistency, and yeah, I don't think he's got much of a high ceiling, but definitely has potential. At 17 is Matt Ryan. Oh, a veteran presence who doesn't make mistakes, but is holding back his team. I think they need to move on and find a QB who will elevate the team and take them far. At 16 is Ryan Tannehill. So if you asked me to start the year, I would have said he's top 10 easily. But now I've seen he's a system QB that relies on his playmakers, which is but he plays bad when you have those playmakers. When you get shut down by Texans when you didn't have those guys, that's saying something. Obviously, he got his bench game. That's after he got A.J. Brown back. He is definitely a system QB, and that's why I have him at 16. I will give him credit, though, for taking the Titans to the 1 seed. Number 15 is Kirk Cousins, the touchdown interception. I've heard all about it. Yeah. Yada, yada. I've heard all about it. But other than that, when you consider who he was throwing to the entire year, it's not as bad. Justin Jefferson is one of the best receivers in the league. And I will probably do a receiver, like, not every receiver rank, but, like, maybe the top 20. I will eventually rank receivers. So, yeah, I like Kirk Cousins, but he's just, I don't know. He's average. Number 14 is basically Kirk Cousins, but Derek Carr. The what made me put Derek Carr above him is even with all that his team had, even though with all the back against him, with a not that great roster, honestly, the Raiders are not that great of roster. He still took them to the playoffs. It was him. And I don't want to hear any other discussion. It was him taking them to the playoffs. End of discussion. Derek Carr. At 13 is Carson Wentz. I lost the train of thought. I've been talking. Carson Wentz probably would have been higher if he didn't sell that season. I wanted to see them in the playoffs so badly, but they sold at the end. Carson Wentz was good this season. He was consistent. He made some great plays. But yeah, Carson Wentz at 12 was Lamar Jackson. Oh yeah, by the way, that's much higher than I had him at the start of the year. It was like 28 right now. The season before this he was bad. Lamar Jackson at 12. Yes, I know. A quarterback that I thought was a top 5 quarterback, now all the way down. Here's my reason. Injuries. He was injured for most of the year. 2, if you look at Lamar Jackson, all you see is Tyler Huntley pictures. That's not actually a reason, but I just want to point that out. And, okay, but actual reasons he was injured. His passing stats were not great. He had worse passing stats than Tua, which is saying something. But I will give him the benefit of the doubt. He's got the running ability. And as MMG said, on Lamar's best day, he's the best quarterback in the league. At 11 is Jalen Hurts. Yeah. When you take a team that's rebuilding and single-handedly take them to the playoffs, I gotta respect him. Start of the year, I thought he was like top 25, maybe 24. But yeah, 11's a good top for him. He really deserved it, and he was a great QB, and I hope to see him continue to succeed with that rushing ability he had with some decent passing ability. He's at 11. At 10 is Russell Wilson before the finger injury. He would definitely be higher, but the finger injury kind of ruined that entire Seahawks season. So yeah. And 9 is Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow made the Bengals offense very fun to watch and was connected with Jamar Chase. That was incredible. Remember when Bengals fans didn't want Jamar Chase? Yeah, how that went. So that's all I'm gonna say about Joe Burrow. No, I'm not actually. I thought the Bengals were a really fun offense to watch, and Joe Burrow was a really big part of it. He had a record, like astounding game, a 525-yard game. Yes, it wasn't get to batter up, but you don't throw 525 yards every day. Great game, great season by Joe Burrow. Give him that. Matthew Stafford at 8. The thing that's limiting him is those interceptions he throws and the pick sixes he throws. Can't make those mistakes in the playoffs. He's got a big shoulder. He's got a big weight on his back. The Rams fans are expecting a Super Bowl because if Jared Goff can do it, the guy who's supposed to be better than him can as well. 7 is Dak, who was literally in the same spot I have at the start of the year. I honestly don't. No, I don't think it's not that he hasn't improved because he's definitely looked better. No. What put him at 7 was how good of a season he played, how record-shattering of season he was. This season, played a full season. He was good. But with a better team around him, he wasn't putting up the same production. That is what put him at 7. But I think he could put up the same production, but he had a good defense, and he didn't have to keep scoring. At 6 is Kyler Murray. Great rushing ability, great passing ability, great job leading this team to the playoffs. Did kind of choke that season, did kind of choke your division, but at 5 is Justin Herbert. Wish I could see him in the playoffs. Should have just allowed yourself to tie. The tie would have been great. But yeah. Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert. It always hurts me to see as a Dolphins fan. And when I put him at 5, it hurt because I knew we could have had. 4 is Josh Allen. I don't think there's much explaining that has to be done. Great runner, great passer, great everything, and he led Bills back-to-back AFC East champion. At 3 is Tom Brady. Don't think I have to do explaining. Tom Brady. I know people want him higher, but I think there's 2 quarterbacks better. Yes, the stats show, but he had the best receiving core. 2 is Patrick Holmes. Great quarterback, had a rough start, turned it around, led his team on a winning streak. Now they're the 2 seed. And number 1 is Aaron Rodgers. Make throws look effortless. He's so much fun to watch. Can't wait to see him in the playoffs. And I really hope the Packers win the Super Bowl. Alright, well, that's going to be all for the video. Hopefully this video doesn't have to get scrapped. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.